The most important appointment in your whole VA claim isn't with a lawyer, and it isn't with a service officer. It's a short exam called the C&P exam, and most veterans walk in and accidentally talk themselves out of money without ever knowing they did it.
Here's why it matters so much. At that exam, a doctor spends maybe 15 or 20 minutes with you and writes down how bad your condition actually is. That write-up is what the VA uses to set your rating. Your rating sets your monthly check and your back pay. So a short conversation on one afternoon can be worth thousands of dollars a year for the rest of your life. And the thing that trips guys up isn't lying or cheating. It's the opposite. It's being too tough and too polite. So let me go through 7 things veterans say at that exam that quietly lower their rating and what to do instead. Quick note first. I'm not the VA, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not an examiner. I looked up how this exam actually works, and here's what I found. Number 1, I'm fine. Or, I'm good, thanks. You walk in, the examiner asks how you're doing, and out of habit, you say you're fine. It's the most natural thing in the world, and it's the first mistake. That's the greeting of a man who's okay, and some examiners write down exactly that. Veteran appears well. You just set a false baseline before the real questions even start. You don't have to complain, just answer honestly when they ask. Number 2, it's not that bad. Or, it's manageable. This one comes from pride, and it's a killer. The VA rates how severe your condition is. When you call it manageable, that reads as mild, and mild gets a low rating. If the pain is bad, say it's bad. If it wears you down, say that. Number 3, some days are good, some are bad. That sounds honest, but said by itself it hurts you, because the examiner may just write down the good day. Here's the part almost nobody knows. The VA is supposed to rate you based on your worst days, your flare-ups, not your average Tuesday. So you can't just say some days are bad. You have to describe the bad days, how bad they get, and how often they happen. 3 or 4 times a month, laid up for 2 days, whatever the truth is. Number 4, I can still do everything. Or, I push through it. Every veteran wants to say this because pushing through is who you are. But the rating isn't about what you can gut out. It's about what your condition stops you from doing. If your back means you can't stand more than 20 minutes, or you can't sleep through the night, or you can't sit through your grandkids' ball game, that's the stuff that matters. Say what it costs you, not how tough you are about it. Number 5, it's probably just my age. The second you say that, you've handed the VA a reason to deny you, because you just blamed your own condition on getting older instead of on your service. Don't diagnose yourself, and don't explain your problems away. Just describe them and let the process connect them. Number 6, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. A lot of guys underreport without realizing it. They don't mention the medication they take, the things they've quit doing, the ways they've quietly rearranged their whole life around the problem. All of that is evidence of how serious it is. If you take something for it, say so. If you avoid stairs or crowds or driving at night, say so. That's not complaining. That's the truth they need. Number 7, and this one runs the other way. Don't say anything that isn't true. Don't stretch it. Don't invent symptoms. Don't have your worst day memorized like a script. Examiners cross-check what you say against your records, and the second something doesn't add up, they stop trusting all of it, and your credibility is the one thing you can't get back. The goal isn't to sound worse than you are. It's to stop hiding how bad it actually is. So if minimizing is the trap, here's how you actually walk in ready. Before the exam, pull up the list of conditions you claimed, and for each one, write down 4 things. What a bad day looks like, how often the bad days hit, how long they last, and what they stop you from doing. Bring that with you. You'd be amazed how much you forget the moment a doctor is looking at you. At the exam, describe your worst days and your normal days, not your best ones. And be specific. Not, I don't sleep well, but I'm up 3 or 4 nights a week and I get maybe 2 or 3 hours. Not my back hurts, but I can't stand at the sink long enough to do the dishes. Specifics with numbers are what the VA can actually rate. If there's a physical part where they have you bend or lift or move the joint, move only as far as you really can, and tell them the exact moment it starts to hurt. Do not force it to look strong. They're measuring where the pain begins, and if you push through and hide it, you're telling them you're fine when you're not. And here's the honest bottom line, because I'm not going to tell you to game anything. You don't beat the C&P exam by exaggerating. You beat it by refusing to minimize. Military life trained you to say you're good and tough it out, and that instinct at this one appointment can cost you a fair rating. The examiner isn't your enemy. A good exam just gets the truth on paper. Your only job is to make sure the truth that lands on that paper is your worst day, not your bravest face. One more thing worth knowing. If you walk out feeling like the exam didn't capture you at all, that the examiner rushed you or barely looked, you're not stuck with it. You can raise it, ask for another look, and if a decision comes back too low, you can dispute it. A free service officer can help you do exactly that and help you prep before you ever walk in at no cost. Quick disclaimer before I go. I'm not the VA. I'm not a doctor. And this isn't advice about your specific claim. Rules and details change, and your situation is your own. Use this to get ready and lean on an accredited service officer for your actual case. Just remember the one thing that matters most in that room. Don't tough it out. Tell them about your worst days.